debt to another, he loses advantage and leverage over someone else in a deal. Another message that I'm getting here is that everything, God, oh my God, I mean, it's so simple yet scary because it's so simple. Everything that Trump is doing right now is all for the simple reason that it's a get-rich-quick scheme. That's his reason and motive for it all, to get rich quick and to pay off this debt that he owes, probably to Putin. It looks like that is the influence that's coming in, though. There is some sort of payoff coming in. But along with that, also rising concerns about his sanity and his ability to lead, and the rising energy of a woman of power challenging him. Someone he will call nasty, ugly, and guilty of self-interest. He's really pissed at this woman, whether this is the green landlady or Pelosi or some woman, maybe even internally with Melania. There's a lot of disrespect here for this woman. A lot of disrespect. Can't even tell you how deep it goes. And he wants that property. He wants Greenland. He wants to redeal and renegotiate. He doesn't want to lose this deal. But he can't stand that woman. Ooh, he hates her. No love for her at all. Pelosi and this Greenland lady. Interesting. He wants property. He wants to redeal. I'm seeing a woman around Trump who's pretending to be friendly, but is undermining him, undermining his deals, preventing him from success. Could be a water sign energy, a wife energy, a mistress energy. This could be a woman who has thin hair. Something about the hair here, thin hair, balding hair, keeps coming out. Or just a woman that he considers to be a rival, his rival, rising in spotlight, rising in power. Maybe even rising above Biden in the polls. Could be Warren or Kamala. I feel Warren rising, maybe even up to the heights of Biden in the polls, maybe on another level. Or this is Pelosi rising in popularity. Whatever it is that this woman is doing, it's getting a lot of attention. Could be. Listen to this reading again because it's got so many layers, okay? And I mentioned who this woman could be, and it's not just the ones I just mentioned now. It could be other people. So listen to it a couple times, please. So much information. I see a lot of moodiness around Trump and tension and an unattractive offer. I feel that Trump is making to someone an ugly offer, an ugly offering. Something that they don't want. They just can't see themselves taking this. And I'm also seeing a dirty money payoff to some foreigner or oil baron. So let's finish off this reading because I'm getting a little lost in the muck of it because I don't know if any of what I'm saying is making sense. So let's finish it up. Queen of Pentacles. Whatever plays out, plays out. You guys let me know in the comments if it played out at all. Queen of Pentacles here represents, again, a person. Could be a person or energy. Queen of Pentacles can represent a woman with dark hair, a businesswoman, a woman who's very much a player in the game. She knows her power. She knows she has power, but that it's precarious, right? She's practical. She has a managerial eye, and fortune is favoring her right now, favoring her rise, favoring her actions. Now, this could also be a black woman. Queen of Pentacles can represent a black woman or a woman of color, of darker complexion. She can be a mother. She can be a wife. She could be a mother who's in charge of warring parties here. So I definitely get Nancy Pelosi very strongly in this reading, right here, for sure. A mother of warring parties. Democrats, Republicans, but also this could be America and China, America, Russia, America, North Korea, or any enemy, considered enemy. And Melania's energy too. So there's stuff going on behind the scenes. A lot of bickering and arguing between Melania and Trump. He thinks she's just a gold digger, trite, trick. And she's so emotionally closed off to him, it's unreal. Just for a little personal interest, if you have any, in that. She's not giving him any sex. She's so emotionally closed off to him, it's not even funny. Anything different is just a show. Some sort of argument here connected with this energy. Disputes and anger and a lot of protesting energy here at this woman. I feel it's Trump is protesting with her, right? Protesting her and getting people riled up against her. You know, if it's Pelosi, if it's someone in the polls, in this competition, in this race, this election race, it's getting really ugly, right? He's getting really ugly in his attempts to demote his rival. Right, we're getting into 41 minutes now, so I do want to end this reading, keep it under an hour. Keep it under 45 if I can. But quarrel can also mean litigation, as well as competition and war and disputes. Can mean all these things. Mercante is telling me that this Queen of Pentacles is Trump's rival, his competitor. Some woman in the race, but also it's China in the market. And there's a rise in power and in their reliability that they can do the job, a stronger belief that they could do a better job. For Pelosi, I see her counting votes, and there's passionate calls and cries and protests. And it's looking like it's time, you need to make this happen. But in fact, message from Spirit is that the time has passed and she missed the opportunity where it could have made a difference, right? And it may not change anything now. I feel destiny is going to play out regardless of impeachment. I feel like the prosperity of the sudden rise in the market will quickly turn or drop. So if you're in, you got to get out. And you'll make a lot of money with that sudden rise. But it says prosperity fades quickly. So even though it's very volatile, very dangerous, I see a big drop too. Even though I'm saying if there's a rise, I feel like it's warning of a big drop. quickly it fades. So this is kind of a boring reading. I don't know if you guys found this very insightful, but that's what I'm getting from the cards. That's what I'm picking up from where I'm at. That's what I can associate to them. Let me look at this coral one more time, because this is how we're ending this reading. We're ending on this note. There's still a lot of bickering going on when Congress comes back into session. Those that need to get on board with Nancy's plan to impeach or not to impeach. And she needs her party to fight with the other side to get them on board so she can feel safe to impeach. And there's a lot of talk and a lot of strong arming and a lot of forceful approach to try and get that to happen, okay? Congress is trying to make this happen. The Democrats are trying to make this happen, okay? But they got to make Nancy feel safe about it. But it doesn't matter anyway. It's kind of too late now. It's a moot point. Like I said, it can't change what's destined to happen anymore. In the immortal words of Jason Stackhouse, that train has sailed. You guys know Jason ain't no genius. And the situation is going to have to play itself out. And everybody is watching. Because they're watching this trade war. They're watching for war. And this card also means internal wars, civil wars, rallies and protests, riots, and clashes. And so there's going to be more of that coming up, especially as Trump gets really ugly about women of color and gets really ugly about Warren and her rise and the whole her native heritage. There's going to be a lot of ugliness in these rallies being called out, and more violence as a result of these rallies. It says it's getting the fight, this race, this competition, this election race is getting uglier and uglier. But the psychological bet on Putin's part, right, the brains behind all this, is that all things, all human nature is by nature tribal. So the sole purpose is to divide this house, because the house divided cannot stand. And so America, if we're divided, we can't stand strong in the world, and we'll implode from within. And that's the plan. And Trump is just Putin's puppet in this because he owes him a great debt. And plus he just is a greedy fuck. He just wants to get rich quick. So that's the reading for this week, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it, found it enlightening and insightful. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your comments, and thank you for hitting that like button. Thank you for subscribing, sharing my videos with your friends. Thank you for becoming a member on Patreon. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for spreading the word about my channel. And God bless you all. Bye.